Okay, here's part two of my June book haul. Okay, first off, I actually found two books at my library this month too. The first one I got is this really gorgeous copy of The Moonstone by Willie Collins. And I've wanted to read, or Wilkie Collins. Willie Collins sounds like a an old, like, East End, um, Dickens person. This, this is one I wanted to read for a while. It's like, it's the first serial mystery from, like, Charles Dickens' day, I think. But this is a really, really pretty copy, and I don't know if you can really see it, but the pages are kind of like old fashioned. Like, they look kind of antiqued, and there are pictures in it too. I think the original illustrations from when it was in the magazine. So I was really happy to find this. It was only $1, and it's like in really good condition too. So I was really excited about that. The other one I found was the copy of Fearless by Cornelia Funk, or Funke, however you want to pronounce that. This I have been wanting to get a copy of this for a while, but it was been on like my pal's order list. But finding it there for $1, and this is like a brand new book, so I don't know. I was like really happy to find that. Okay, the next one I actually didn't get at the library. I got it at a flea market when I went to, but it's a very, very lovely fairies book. And I've been looking for one of these for a while, and this one's really cool because it has a lot of like traditional folklore in it. And it has just really, really gorgeous illustrations. I mean, it's illustrated by Alan Lee, so how can you really go wrong? Like, there's just awesome, these cute little fairies in here, and I really love this book. It's my new favorite. So I can never pass up folklore or, uh, fairy books. And since I've been looking for one like this for a while, I had to get it. Okay, now on to the rest of the books I bought when I went to the big library downtown. Some of these I bought Saturday when I went again to the author event, and the others I bought earlier this month when I went to get like my summer reading. So first off, I bought books 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Lloyd Alexander's Prydian series. These were like the only ones there, and I actually had the first one, so it was perfect. And these are the old copies too, which means they match my other one, except it's bigger. I don't know why, but either way, I have been wanting to collect this series, and I usually do like collect a couple of his books whenever I can find them. So I was really happy to find these, and I really look forward to starting this series. Then I got the first book of the Marcus Didius Falco mysteries, The Silver Pigs by Lindsay Davis. And this one I have read, but I really enjoy this series. Falco is just like your typical snarky, sarcastic, like kind of noir like hero or anti-hero, really. And I do enjoy these books, and I've wanted to reread the first one again, especially because this was my favorite so far. Then I got Wolfborn by Sue Barzinski. This one I read a long time ago, and I really enjoy it. It's really cool, like, historical werewolf story, and I liked it a lot. It's a good one. So I got that one. Then I got 1916 by Morgan Lillewin. This one I did read a long time ago. I kind of like I this is one of those books that I there were parts I didn't like, but the parts I really liked. And it's really just between the stories about like her original characters and the historical characters. It's just there's definitely skippable parts in this just because of content, but it's easy skippable, and this is definitely like the beautiful writing style, and the way she describes the historical characters is definitely worth $1.50 in my opinion. So yeah, I did get this one, and it's really like, it's like an almost brand new hardback too. Then I got Captain Hook by uh, J.V. Hart, and it's illustrated by Brett Helquist. Okay, and this one I can't honestly remember if I read this when I was younger, because I know I read a lot of like Peter Pan spin-off fiction when Peter and the Starcatchers came out and everything. So I may actually have read this one. Either that or my friend read it, and I just think that I did. Either way, I really like, I do still enjoy Peter Pan spin-off fiction. And this one is about Captain Hook, and the villains are always more interesting, so I had to get this one too. I would like to either read it for the first time or reread it. Maybe I'll remember when I start reading it again. And I found Will and Scarlet by Matthew Cody. I've never heard of this one, but it sounds really good, and it's actually one of the few books I've found nowadays where Will Scarlet is actually still a male character. For some reason, people seem to think that Will Scarlet should be female, just because there's no other female characters besides Marian in the Robin Hood series. So this one actually sounds really good. It looks like a middle grade book on the cover, but it actually seems like it's more young adult, so we'll see how that goes. I'm interested anyway. I always love Robin Hood fiction. Okay. These were the two most exciting ones I found, I think. I got Viking Warrior and The Road to Vengeance, both in hardback. They are ex-library books, but they're still in really good condition, especially since you can never find these in hardback anymore. I actually do have the first one, but it's in paperback, so I just rebought this one. So I didn't have the third one though, so I have now completed my series. I just wish I could find the second one in hardback, but I probably never will. So I was really happy to find these. The next one I got was The Wicked and the Just by J. Anderson Coates. This is one I've actually had on my to read list for a while. I think it's Welsh. But it's historical fiction. I can't really remember what it's about. I just know it's historical fiction and it's Welsh, so that's pretty much good enough for me. Then I got Blood Gold by Michael Cadnam. This book, I haven't actually read any of his books, but I have had them on my to-read list for a long time. I actually just realized I left a couple books away from my camera. I'll just tell you what they are now. So the other one is Fireship by Michael Cadnam, and because I got that one too. And the other one is it's the second book in the the Pagan Chronicles. Like, this is the first one. I just pulled it off my shelf, but I can't remember the name of it now because it's sitting over on my desk. But yeah, I got the second one of these, and it's in hardcover too, which makes me happy because these have the pretty covers underneath that like have pictures on them, and I love it. So I was happy to find that one as well. Okay, and the last book I got was Rifles for Weight by Harold Keith. This has also been one that's been on my to-read list for a while. Just general historical fiction, and I got it too, kind of, because I think someone recommended this to me a long time ago on Goodreads. But again, it's historical war fiction. I'm not totally into the Civil War anymore, but this is still like, it's a Yankee one, and I have to get it because that's my people. So, and that was the last one I got. So that was all of the 30 books that I got this month. And I'm still trying to figure out the videoing, but we'll see how that goes. I eventually want to do other videos besides just the book hauls, and the wrap-ups, but for now, that's what you're gonna get. When I bring out my new book this fall, there's gonna be a lot of cooler stuff that I'm gonna try to do for you. kind of like pronunciations and stuff. We'll try that out. So that's mainly why I wanted to do these videos. So that's all for this month.